Hi everyone, Sandra here from the Schwowin's Nest. If you're new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are current subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. If you're new, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment, and share my videos. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make budget-friendly Christmas decor for your home. I picked up these two rolls of wrapping paper at Michael's. This one has a deer print with some cute little red buffalo check, and this one is just buffalo check all over the place. These were $4 each at Michael's. I got them with my 50% off coupon. The supplies I'm using for this video came from Michael's, but also from Walmart and from the Dollar Tree. They are all budget friendly and really simple to make.
For this first project, I'm using the red buffalo check wrapping paper. I have this crate that I previously stained. This I picked up for $3.50 at my local Dollarama store, which is a store up in Canada. And of course, I've got my trusty Mod Podge. So I'm just giving this end section a good coat of Mod Podge, and I'm going to then glue on the piece of buffalo plaid wrapping paper. I already cut out the wrapping paper to the size I needed, so now I just have to place it on top of the Mod Podge and press it into place really well. Then I'm going to use my razor or my box cutter and just cut out the paper where the handle is. Using a sanding block from the Dollar Tree, I'm just going to go around all of the edges and a little bit on the top of the paper, but very gently, just to rough it up and give it a distressed look. The paper bubbled up a bit when I put it on, and you know what? It's turning out really nice. It's actually making it look more aged and more distressed, and I'm really liking the look of it. The final step is to just give this another nice coat of Mod Podge to keep all the paper from fraying.
For this project, I wanted to create something that I could use as a selling item for a craft show that's coming up in the next couple of weeks here in Canada. So I found these little coasters. They're 6 by 6 inch. They are also made of basswood, but they look like little pallets. I got these from Amazon. They were 10 in a box. I'll put the link to the Amazon product in the description box below.
Before adding any paper to these little palettes, I wanted to give them a stained look. So I used some brown acrylic paint and watered it down, and then just simply painted them and let them dry. The idea I had for these palettes was to put the paper on every second slat. So I'm going to put it on this bottom one, and then I'm going to skip one and then put it on the next one. I'm also going to make sure that I alternate the patterned color. So for this first one, it's more of the darker shades. So then for the next one, I'm going to use the lighter shades of the paper. Then I'll keep repeating that pattern. Then it's time to use the sanding block again and repeat the process just like it did on the first crate, and then follow it up with another coat of Mod Podge. I thought it would be cute to put a little wreath on top of that little palette, so using these wired stems from the Dollar Tree, I'm just taking two and twisting them around a little bit to make it a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to simply twist them into a circle and secure it in place. Sometimes when you put these two together, they need a little bit of a haircut. I picked up these berry stems at Dollarama, and what I'm going to do is just snip off some of them and then snip them into sections of 2 berries each, place them inside the little wreath, going around in a circle so they're all going in one direction, and it turns out really sweet. The way I put these little stems in is put some hot glue at the end of it and then just give it a push into the little wreath, and the glue will just hold it in place. These little wood pallets will stand by themselves, but I was kind of thinking probably once I get the wreath glued on, it might be a little forward heavy and it might tip over. So I decided to take some of this wired jute string from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue it to the inside top of this little pallet so people have the option to hang it or stand it. The last thing to do is glue the wreath onto the sign.
The next project is about birdhouses. As you can see, my sign says the Schwowin's nest, so I've got some birdhouses in there. But I thought it would be really cute to use some of that wrapping paper to cover some of these birdhouses. I've got a whole bunch of these that I picked up at my Dollarama, which is a local store here in Canada, and these were $3.50 each. So they come in different styles, and I'm going to show you what I do to them.
This birdhouse is really cute. It's got the galvanized metal roof, which really gives it a farmhouse look. I'm going to cover this one with the brown craft paper that has the reindeer on it. I've cut a square of paper to make it a little bit easier to manage, and what I'm going to do is just use my fingers to get the outline of the sides and the top of which will give me lines that I can use to cut out the shape. Then I'm going to use my Mod Podge again and do the same procedure as I've done in the previous projects. For the birdhouses, I didn't have to use the sanding block very much because I was cutting the pattern true to size, and so there wasn't a whole lot of excess. So I've completed this first birdhouse, and as you can see, the top of the roof has a hole in it. It used to have a really thick hanger in there. So what I've decided to do is to take some jute string and just glue some strips across to cover up the hole. I started with one piece of string on the very top peak, and I used 5 altogether. So I'm going to go down one side with 2 and then down the other side with 2. Once I was done, I then cut the excess ends off and added just a couple pieces on either side of the bottom of the roof, just to tie the whole look together.
This last project is some DIY ornaments. So I found this garland, and you can see that it's all connected. One side has a snowflake kind of burned into it, and the other side is blank. So I've taken these apart, and I'll show you what I do to them to make them these cute little ornaments.
The first thing I did was remove all of the jute string that connected all of these little wood discs, and then I'm applying a coat of Mod Podge to the back side. I don't want to cover up the part that has the snowflake, so I'm doing this on the other side. When you're working with Mod Podge and paper, you want to make sure that you use quite a bit of pressure to press the paper down onto the glue. Again, I'm going to repeat the steps by sanding off the excess and then putting a final coat of Mod Podge on. To finish off the ornament, I'm going to use some jute twine as a hanger for it. I'm cutting a piece that will fit around the diameter of the ornament and then also give me some extra string for hanging it. I'm starting with my hot glue gun at the bottom of the ornament, and then I'm only going to glue it in a couple of spots until I get to the top. When I get to the top of the ornament, I'm going to glue both strands of jute string fairly close together, and then I'm going to tie off the remainder of the jute string to make the hanging part of the ornament. I just love how these projects turned out. I think they are just adorable. They'd make great Christmas gifts for someone or just some decor items for your home. I especially like the way they look rustic and old. I hope you liked the video and got some inspiration to create some Christmas buffalo plaid home decor of your own. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to comment and share, and click the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.